Chapter 14, Katspav. Rimuru, you can call yourself. 6. I don't need a name from you. I'll earn my own like I have before. I was surprised brother refused a name so quickly. To be honest, I thought he had a name, but I never heard him say he had one or even had time to ask him. He was the first of us to be brought to this world, which according to Rimuru is called the Cardinal World. Odd name really, but I'm still weary of him since he seemed to help us for no reason. He must have some motives for doing so more than wanting our help with making a nation. I can't figure it out though, but he seemed to at least be from another world like us. What he asked next though is just absurd. Rimuru, well now if you want I can place all of you from your orphanage inside my imaginary space so you won't have to be worried about a potential attack on them. I also have business with someone in the castle still, so you will probably be there for a while. What the hell is an imaginary space? Is it some kind of illusion he will put us under, or mind manipulation like the vampires did to us? I know brother is strong, but he doesn't have his armor he told me about, nor a weapon he is proficient in using. He is alright with swords but never had time to master using them since they were considered obsolete where he came from. Surprisingly brother didn't turn it down right away but asked him to elaborate instead on his plans. Rimuru, my imaginary space is its own pocket dimension where time and reality are under my complete control and only I can access it. It's the safest place to be anywhere, especially since I can't even be harmed by anyone except maybe my cousin Veldanava. After that name was spoken, my brother redrew his weapon and pointed it at him again. I hid behind him since the situation was escalating again and I knew I wasn't strong enough to provide any aid in the fight if one broke out. 6. How can you be the cousin of Veldanava but be a reincarnated human from Earth? You are constantly either making no sense or proving that you could be some kind of spy. Rimuru, hold on now, I can explain it. But it's risky since I'm not supposed to exist yet and I'm trying to recruit people to help me in the future when the world is in danger from invasion. 6. Who the Covenant? How would they even get here? Rimuru, what? No angels in the future centuries from now. Traveling through time is nothing to me. 6. Wouldn't that mean you can also control space as well? So you could send us back home if you wanted to. Rimuru's pav. Shit, he's got me there. I can't say I lied to him so he would give up going home for now. Seal, help me please, I need you. Seal, dear, can simply say Veldanava forbid you from interfering with the other worlds too much, and sending people back with unique skills would greatly affect them. Thanks Seal, you always can be relied on. Rimuru, I can't send you back because you have a unique skill in Veldanava forbid me from interfering in other worlds' affairs too much. Sending you back would change too much. I can tell you how your world is doing at least. 6. Veldanava again, huh? Then how am I supposed to help my people from genocide? To avenge my friends, family, comrades. If I wait like you said before, they could all be dead by then, especially since I won't even know if what you say is true. That's all I've ever lived for till now, all I trained for. He seemed saddened by my words, even broken by them. But I can't do what he asks of me. If I let him go, my friends' lives could disappear, let alone the time stream be affected in unknown ways. Now that he is broken, I just need information so I can return hope to him so he willingly works for me. Man, I feel like a con artist here, manipulating him to do what I want. He seemed childish for his age too. Seal, notice that individual 6 likely never grew up in a normal environment due to his parents being killed like he said earlier. Along with his body undergoing augmentations and extensive training despite his age, concludes that he was made a child soldier before the age of 8 at the least, likely earlier. Damn, that's just sad. What was his puberty like then? I can only imagine the terrible things he went through then. Maybe I can't even do that. Rimuru, 6. Tell me about your world, then I'll tell you what you missed while gone. So he did it as if it was a debriefing, but I let him after learning more about his circumstances and life. The stories of Oni really made me hate how they acted, and after the point of hearing about his painful augmentation, his adoptive sister hugged him with tears for him. It took a minute before he could continue, but after I convinced them to enter my imaginary space, with a light threat due to their reluctance, I put her on a bed as she slept while he continued as we ate some food I had on me. Seal was quiet as usual around new people, trying to analyze everything about them. She told me she was interested in the augmentation 6 went through. Eventually he did finish though. 6. So that's my story along with how I got here. Now what can you tell me about my world? Rimuru, well, your people seem to eventually win the war due to the AI you helped escape the planet you were on. They even managed to reclaim some of the planets they lost. The team you were a part of even got a memorial for them, but you aren't a part of it. Oni didn't want the world to know you even existed due to your time as a private Grim Reaper for them. Overall you did succeeding your objective and the covenant was dissolved due to infighting. 6 seemed to be relieved by my words but also seemed lost as well. I then remembered all that he told me and realized that he has never really done anything for himself his whole life. All he has ever done is protect his people and never questioned his orders. A living weapon if anything, but now I think he is just not sure what to do since all objects are complete. Rimuru, so will you work for me now? This world needs your help and so do the humans here. 6. I'm not sure if I should or continue trying to go home now that I know my people are safe. He looked to the girl who slept soundly in a bed then turned back to me. No, sorry, you're right, this world needs my help and I shall provide it, but what is my first mission here? Rimuru, straight to the point are you? Well, first we will get the others of the orphanage that you know of. Then you and then will stay in my imaginary space to train for the future until my kingdom is established. Then you will train my subordinates who work in areas like you used to. Then when the war starts you will fight with me and my friends. Simple enough, right? 6. Wait, so it's not now but in the future you need me. I'll be dead by then, I'm not immortal you know. Rimuru, it's alright, I have a way to extend your life along with the others if they wish to, but I won't force them to. He nodded his head in understanding. Next I told him to rest for now since it will be a very busy time for him soon. The next day we went and got the rest of the people from the orphanage with 6 and Kat's help they were convinced to come with us. There were only 12 people in total there, which was less than I expected. Later on I would come to understand just how dangerous of a person I had gotten was, but that is something I only learned about later. When I went to leave the imaginary space to meet back up with Luminous, the kids didn't want me to go. It reminded me of the time with my 5 students long ago. But surprisingly 6 was the one who asked me an interesting question before I left. 6, you said you had a way to make me stronger than I am now. Can you give it to me so I can defeat that damn vampire Valentine? Rimuru, 6, I know you have a grudge against him, but he is fated to be killed by his own daughter for his transgression. The time I'll need you is much later. Until then help the others become stronger. While I'm gone I'll get your armor back for you. He gave me a concerned face after I said that. He must think he's useless to me and won't be able to help the world when it matters most, like he failed before. Rimuru, 6, there will be another time. He looked up with wide eyes at me at my words. He seemed to quickly understand my message since he nodded after I said that and went to the others who were already in grueling training. Man, I thought Hakuro was bad until I heard and saw what 6 went through myself. I'll never complain again about it, and if Gobta does I'll make him join 6 in his daily training. Seal, dear, I doubt you will stop complaining about it. Rimuru, hey, don't just blurt it out for the world to hear. So what do we do after meeting back up with Luminous? Seal. Seal, next we earn Luminous's love and affection, dear. Giggle. Rimuru, what? To be continued.